What a way to start a vlog. Welcome. Welcome back to my channel. I don't normally look like this. I am having a morning of hair masks and face masks. I've got a lot of hair oil in my hair, just like soaking in. I do this about once a week, once a fortnight, and then I'm using the Dr. Levy R3 Cell Matrix mask because it has to be on for 20 minutes. So I popped it on before I go in the shower because I'm not going to stand in the shower for 20 minutes. So yeah, we are masking in every sense of the word, and then we're going to go and shower and officially really start the day. So what I'm just doing at the moment while my face mask sits is I'm watching a vlog and I'm just moving footage around on my computer. So I'm getting all the footage from previous vlogs off of, sorry, I need to select some footage, off of memory cards onto the computer, ready for them to be edited. And I'm deleting old footage that's already been edited while I sit with my face mask and my hair oil, watching YouTube and drink my cup of tea. What a delightful way to start a Saturday morning. So yeah, it is Saturday. Alex flies back into the UK later today, and I will do the rest of the catch up when I look a little bit less like this and a little bit more like a normal human being. So I just thought I would share with you how I'm looking on this fine Saturday morning. I've already emptied the bins. It's been a good morning. But yeah, I'm gonna check in with you when I look normal. Hey, it's now like an hour later and I look normal. Let me pivot you around so we actually have some proper light. So it is 20 past 10 on Saturday. Alex was actually supposed to fly back into the country last night. He was supposed to get to this flat at like 8 p.m, 8:30 was I think his original ETA. And then he was flying from where his parents live in the south of France. And he was on BA, so he had Wi-Fi, because BA planes have Wi-Fi. Bougie. So he was like texting me on the plane and he was like, I think we're gonna make an emergency stop. And I was like, sure. And someone had a medical emergency and they had to like land the plane in Paris. But then the pilot had been flying the plane most of the day and had hit the like legal limit of how long you can fly without a break. So he got stuck in Paris. So last night he stayed in an airport hotel, which sounds really fancy, but it's really uninteresting. Like, at least if you get stuck at like London City and you can like stay in London, that's kind of cool. Staying in an airport hotel, having stayed in a few in my life, really uninteresting. So yeah, he's just made it back to the airport, but this time at Paris, I think it's the Charles de Gaulle? I don't know how you pronounce that. That airport. To take two from getting from France to England. And I think he's now, should be back here at around 3 p.m. Which, like, fine for him. It's a weekend. He's in no rush to get back. It's a bit of annoying, but like, it's not really a problem. If you were coming for like a wedding, for example, like if you're flying out last night because you had a wedding this morning, or like something else like quite life eventy, or if you just had kids, I can imagine kids on a delayed flight really annoying. I mean, it's no one's fault. No one can predict a medical emergency. I had another evening and another night by myself, which I probably shouldn't smile so much when I say, but I was actually really enjoying. I went and had a takeaway from the Japanese down the road. So good. Then I watched Married at First Sight. Then I got into bed. I sprawled out. I woke up this morning. I watched a bit of YouTube. I sorted out some bins. And then I had a shower. So, you know, I am feeling great. But it is now 20 past 10. At some point in the next 2 or 3 hours, B, who's a close friend of mine from work, is going to drop off her dog, and then her dog is going to live with us for 3.5 weeks, which is a long time. So yeah, so B is going to drop her dog off here in some time between now and sort of late lunch. So I'm up, I'm dressed, I'm currently washing towels. I don't know if you can hear the washing machine going in the other room. And I'm going to go sit out on the balcony, have some breakfast, have another cup of tea, and read some of my book, which is on the bedside table. Let me go get it. I have to say, I've never heard of this book. I've never heard of the book the author is famous for. I genuinely picked this up in a charity shop. And I think it's the last charity shop book that's on the bookshelf. I think the rest of them now are from like Amazon or the works. So this is The Legacy by Gemma Mallet. It is about a scientist who invents, well, he tries to invent the cure for cancer, but in the process invents the cure to everything and basically immortality. So then there's this drug that they call longevity, which is now being sold across the world, but the scientist who invented it didn't want it to be released, and his like protege stole it. And he can't find the original recipe, and the longevity that he's like duplicated from the original, because he had the original like vial but he doesn't have the original recipe, and the like drug that he's like copied from it has worked for like hundreds of years, but it's now starting to fail, and so he needs to try and find the original recipe because there is a virus that is traveling around the world that the drug doesn't cure. And the virus is like, if you take something that means you don't need an immune system anymore because it cures all illnesses, your body's not gonna have an immune system. So this like virus is just like wiping out the world. A little bit too close to the nail considering the pandemic we've had in the last sort of 5 years. Don't know if you've heard of it, you know? So it's a little bit too close to the nose. I'm glad I'm reading it now and not like a couple of years ago. But I am on page 83. It's quite a short book. I think it's like 240 pages or something. So yeah, I'm gonna go sit out on the balcony, make another cup of tea, get a slice of banana bread and read some of this book until I hear from B. And what I'm gonna put on when we wash towels, the washing machine like takes over the flat. Can you hear that? Don't know. But what I'm gonna listen to on my phone is the new Taylor Swift album. It's giving me like somewhere around folklore, but like melded with like some of her more poppy albums. And that kind of album for me, and I know probably gonna offend some Taylor Swift fans, I really enjoy it as background music. Like I really enjoy listening to that when I'm like reading or trying to really focus on something. I listen to folklore or Evermore quite a lot in the background, which means I don't really know the lyrics to half the songs, but I can hum the tunes. And I feel like to me, a lot of this album is gonna be that. So yeah, I'm gonna pop that on and let's go outside. Winnie, come here. Come here, baby. Okay. You're okay. We've got loads of stuff to put away. The first one I think is a suitcase. I think this will fit under the bed if I lift the bed up and push it under. Yeah. Oh. Various forms of food, bowls, ball, random other stuff. So maybe if we put some of this random stuff in here. I think there's space in here. And then the next thing is food. So, is there a logical way to do this? So I'm going to pop this away and then hopefully that will help. How does one open this box? This way. Good morning. It is now Sunday, it's the next day. We've had quite a chill but very conscious Sunday morning in the fact that normally on a Sunday morning we wake up at like 9 and we were up at 6:30 thanks to a little fluffy thing in the bed. So got up, took her for a walk, I sat out on the balcony for like an hour and a half, did some reading, cuddled her for a bit, come inside, eaten some food, replied to some comments on Instagram, and now it is 10 o'clock, and I think we were hoping, because we live not far from the start of the Olympics, nope, marathon, so we live not far from the start of the marathon, so we're leaving it a little bit of time for people to like get there, and therefore like the streets around here to chill out a little bit. And I think we're gonna go and take Winnie on like a nice long walk. But yeah, I've been reading this book which I started yesterday. I'm now on page 204. It's V.E. Schwab, not sure. The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, which I saw can't remember what the YouTuber's name is, but I'll stick it here. I saw her talking about this on her YouTube channel and she was obsessed with it, and she actually gave it quite an interesting like summary, which made me want to read it, but I don't want to like give away too much of the premise. But effectively there's a girl, or she's a woman because I think she's about 21, in like the 1700s who is being like forced to marry someone she doesn't want to marry. So she makes a deal with kind of who's alluded to be the devil. She makes a deal with the devil to prolong her life and give herself freedom, and in doing so he makes her like live forever, but people forget her the second they stop looking at her. And yeah, does it tell you the next bit? Yeah, so I just got to the bit where, I mean, I'm quite a way through, but I just got to the bit where there's like one person who's remembering her, and obviously considering she's lived without anyone remembering her from the second they basically stopped looking at her for like the last 300 years, the fact that someone said I remember you, it's like 3 words that she frequently like turns over in her head. It's such a cool book. I'm actually really enjoying it. It is making me want to read more books that are recommended by TikTok via YouTube, so there might be a few other books like this that appear on my to read list, but in the meantime I'm going to read this, and then I've still got 4 books on the bookshelf that I kind of want to finish. I'm actually really enjoying reading. I can't remember if I edited this out of a vlog the other day. I think I edited it out. Basically, I am a bit of a workaholic. I have been more or less my entire life, and the reason why I've got really into reading as of late is because I can't think about work when I'm reading. I just can't. I have to like think about the book, think about the plot, think about the characters, and then it stops me thinking about work, and that's why I'm really enjoying it, because it's like proper switch off time. I think the plan is in a minute to head out for a walk, so probably won't read this now until this afternoon, but yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I think it's one of the most favourite books I've ever read, so far so good, and let's head out for a walk. My vlogging efforts have been subpar today at best. I've also got a spot sticker, which means I feel like I can't move my mouth very well. When I get close to my time of the month, I get the most horrific breakouts on my mouth. So, it is now 9:30 on Sunday. It's been a really chill, actually quite pleasant Sunday. I mean, we spent a lot of it out on the walks with the dog, playing with the dog, watching the dog, talking to the dog. Anyway, I've also spent a lot of time today reading this book, which is The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I think I started the weekend having not read this book at all. I started the day on, I think, page 100, and now I'm on page 328. So I also have spent a large portion of the day reading. And what I also did today was ordered some other books on Amazon. I know I wanted to read all the books in my to read list, but I am really, really freaking enjoying this book, and it's come as a roundabout way a TikTok recommendation. So I ended up on Amazon ordering loads of books that like are TikTok famous. I know most of them through YouTube and Instagram, but like, yeah, I just ordered loads of those books. I say loads, I mean 4. So they are on their way. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this book, and I think when those books arrive, I think I might actually do like a reading video of reading some of these like TikTok famous books, especially as someone who doesn't ever open TikTok. But yeah, I am very much enjoying this book. I've got what, 200 pages left, which is still quite a sizable amount, but like I am really enjoying it. The twists and turns, the characters, the story, the plot, it's a good one. I would say it's in top 5 of the year, easily. And I've read 28, 29 books this year. Definitely top 5. So yeah, I'm gonna go. I've got such a headache, I'm really tired. So I'm gonna go to bed, and I'll probably read a couple of extra chapters of this book before bed. And then it will be Monday morning and I will start another week. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, I'm not quite sure what this video is gonna be, but if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, click subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!